The sound in this video was processed by Isotope. Hello everyone, here is Max and I'm at the TGU18 Thomann Gearhead University and I'm here with Thomas, right?
Blug, yeah, Blug. And I'm here with BluGuitar, my own company. So I'm an amplifier manufacturer now, and I'm also a guitar player.
First of all, you're a guitar player, right?
Yeah, here in Germany, people know me being the guitar player of Tic-Tac-Toe back in the day, which was like the German Spice Girls.
Oh yeah, I remember those. They were pretty big outside of Germany too.
Yeah, but I mean, we were that big. We were opening act for Michael Jackson, you know.
Wow.
So the biggest audience we had was 120,000 people.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I had big fun being this kind of musician, but, lately I do more my own stuff, which means I have 120 audience.
Okay.
And doing, my kind of traditional classic rock music or my own solo projects too. So, yeah.
I remember we've met a couple of times before at the Music Mess this year, I think last year.
Yeah.
I've seen you there. And I've heard some people talking about your amps, and one of my friends actually showed it to me once, briefly, but I never had a chance to really, check it. So what is this thing?
Okay, I like old classic tube amps. I have a big collection of Marshall, Fender, Voxes, anything. And for me, I wanted something that fits in my life, which means I have to carry my gear myself. So I want to have something lightweight, but still it has the same quality like my tube amps. Back to the story here is the amp is nothing else but what a tube amp does in a new format. So this is like 2 pounds or 1.2 kilograms, and it does the same like my good old Marshalls or Boogies or Fenders or Houston Kettners.
So transportable, but no compromises with the sound.
And it's all analog, so it looks like it would be a digital device.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, I choose the format of a pedal because we, as a guitar player, we need our hands to play.
Right.
And, the most common thing today is a pedal because it fits in your gig bag or, so, but it actually has a speaker out. It has, the power inlet in the guitar. This is a full head.
So you can go to a cabinet with this.
Absolutely, yeah. And this is what I'm doing. And it delivers a full 100-watt tube power, which means it's very loud and it cuts through.
You said tube power, so are there tubes inside?
Yes, there is a Russian military spec nanotube. It's a sub-miniature tube that works in the power amp stage together with the Class D stage to recreate exactly what a real tube power amp stage will do.
So it's kind of a hybrid circuit.
It's all analog, but the thing is, it is doing what a classic tube amp does, nothing else. I mean, you can compare my power amp stage to any all-tube classic design, and you will find out it's very, very similar. We actually did a video with Henning the other day where we compared this amp to his amp collection, and we had Friedman and Soldano and anything boutique you can think of.
Yeah, you have to watch that one. We'll give you a link in the description below.
Yeah, and I mean, to me, I didn't know what to expect because I didn't know which amps he was using, and he was playing, and I was just dialing in a tone with an AB switcher, and it's like 50% he didn't even know which amp he was playing anymore. So it's like that close. Yeah, and my concept here is, to have something universal, power, portable, modern, lightweight, that fits in your gig bed, that fits on your pedal board, that has an effects loop, that has switching options, and I even made this whole thing like a scalable system. So I have some accessories to use it to have more options when you go to recording. If you have to have more options, you want to go MIDI. There's a MIDI adapter.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So the standalone unit is a straightforward, let's say, 4-channel amplifier with custom controls here. And then this is the starting point. And if you need more, I can have all these options with the MIDI and with my remote pedal. I have a special remote pedal that gives you programmability and more functions.
Okay, so well, let's maybe take a listen.
Okay, sure, yeah.
All right, let's get to that.
Well, now this is the clean channel with a little sparkle boost and the reverb. Without the boost and without the reverb, okay? I like the boost.
Me too.
Yeah, the boost actually is adjustable on the side, so
you can adjust the amount of it.
amount. Yeah, it's a boost that is even changing its character up to the half. It is like only boosting level, and then it's starting to saturate already, like a extra tube stage.
Okay.
So yeah, I could do this. So this now is boost all the way up, and you
It gets more and more saturated.
yeah, and I can even saturate the clean channel here. So it reacts like a tube amp. Okay, next channel is the vintage channel, and this is like a dynamic classic rock tone for me. Extra boost. Yeah, maybe a little less boost here. Okay, here we go. Okay, classic is, yeah, instant rockstar, I call this. But also dynamic, like.
So you can go down to clean.
Yeah, in the same channel. So this is like, and you hear the pickup difference, and then you go, and I have high gain.
That's what I would normally do with my tube amp, right? Just going down with the volume control on my guitar to make it clean.
Yeah, this is all what my concept is about. Getting exactly what a tube amp is doing, and this is why all the stuff here is analog and using, sub-miniature tubes and other all analog stuff, to get it sound like a real tube amp.
Okay, what about this one?
Okay, the modern channel gives you even more gain, and it's tighter, it's more aggressive, and then of course to be real metal we have a noise gate here and switch it to the metal position, and then with no reverb, and we get really dry sounds. I'm not a metal guy, sorry.
Okay, cool. What else do we need to know?
You need to know a few other things. It has all the features of a classic guitar amp. It has an effects loop with send and return, and this is switchable to serial or parallel mode for the effects. It actually has a level switch on the bottom from -10 to +4 dB for like.
Okay, yeah, so you can work with different kind of devices.
Exactly. It does have these little, what I call custom controls, to modify each of the channels. There's a tone for the clean channel, there's a tone for the classic channel and the modern channel, and a level or boost character control. So this is for fine tuning to your guitar and what you like to hear. And the standard knobs here on the front panel, they are easy to access, especially in a live situation, and you find only a bass, mid, treble, which affects all the channels.
So they are shared between all the channels.
Exactly. And in a live situation, it's like, okay, I'm missing some treble, and then you, because the room is different, and then you just adjust the treble for all the channels, which makes a lot of sense. I found.
Right.
Yeah. And well, there's your free band tonic. There's the amount of reverb. There's your overdrive, gain and master, and there is the clean volume. Besides this standard mode I'm operating right now, which goes, the first button goes from clean to overdrive, and you have to pre-select which channel or which world you live in.
So it's like a 2-channel mode.
Right, it's a 2-channel mode, and boost and reverb. You can also assign your favorite switching settings to the 3 internal foot switches. So I could, for instance, have my favorite clean sound would be clean with boost and reverb, and now I hit this button, press and hold it till it blinks, and then the next button I hit will recall this setting afterwards. And then I make my second favorite sound, for instance, could be vintage with no boost and reverb, and I will assign this to this button here. And I could have the classic and the boost and the reverb assigned to the third button. Okay, so this was the learn. I switch off, and now I recall, and we will have clean with boost here, and we have vintage with no boost, and the classic here.
Okay, so we go into 3 presets mode, so to speak.
Okay, exactly. Besides that, there's an intelligent socket here for foot switch and other stuff. Okay, just using a standard foot switch always does the job of these 2 knobs in the normal mode, which means I go to clean and overdrive. So what I can do is I could have like my 3 different favorite overdrive sounds here and still go to the clean channel.
I see.
The boost. So this is how to make this like a 4-channel operating system in a very, very tiny format. Okay, so it's getting complex. Okay, so that's option number 2. And option number 3 is I offer the remote one pedal, which is a large foot pedal with all the channels separately, and the knob for the boost, and the effects loop, and a second master for extra functionality. So you can make presets. You can program the AMP1 in combination with this amp. And the last option is MIDI. This socket here is intelligent. I have designed a MIDI adapter. You plug this in, and then this button here will become MIDI learn, similar to what I showed you before.
Okay, so you can just program different functions on different kind of program controls or
program change numbers.
Program change numbers.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And you even have the control change numbers for gain, master volume, and other.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it is kind of an expandable system. And you know, it can be used from the blues player to the metal guy, from the very, very straightforward guy to the very sophisticated guy. But you know, you just need to use what you need. You know, it's not about getting a very complex thing if you don't live in this world. You know, so I tried to reduce it to the max, and then make it expandable to whatever you might need.
Okay, cool. So that was it. I hope you liked it. Thank you, Thomas.
Hey, big pleasure.
Well, that was Max solo music at TGU 18. Enjoy. Yes, I'm one. And leave your comments below, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button right there. And don't forget about the bell button to get notifications every time I'm posting a new video. A special thanks goes to people in the list below. Those are my patrons. If you want to say thanks, hit the button on the left and join the list. Well, that's it for now. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon.